England's Euro adventurers can take a massive step towards securing the Prem a fifth Champions League spot for next season this week. UEFA's competitions revamp will see the Champions League extended to 36 teams and a Swiss model league system from next season.
Two of the extra places go to the top two performing nations across the three UEFA competitions in the preceding campaign. England go into the completion of the last 16 stage of the Champions League, and the full equivalent in the Europa League and Conference League, in third position in the table, behind Italy and Germany.
But unlike the first stage of post-Christmas knockout action, when only Manchester City and Arsenal were involved, all 6 of the Prem's remaining teams will play this month. And by the time the quarter-final survivors are known, it will be far clearer if England is on course for an extra place, or if the race for the top 4 will become even more vital.
Read more in Football. That is Criminal Skulls singles out Man United star for shocking blunder in derby defeat. Power up, get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. City will lead the English expedition when they complete their last 16 tie against Copenhagen, after the 3-1 win in the Danish capital, although Arsenal's home leg against Porto is next week. But Liverpool, West Ham, Brighton and Aston Villa are all in action on Thursday, with the chance to propel England into the top 2 of the coefficient table.
All wins are worth 2 points, with a draw earning 1, plus bonus points for reaching spec-fix stages of the 3 competitions. A country's total points haul is then divided by the number of teams which entered across the 3 events at the start of the season.
Most read in football garb. Blimey, Klopp brutally calls out Southgate on live TV after Liverpool v Man City. WAG TV wronged pair. Lauren Goodman, Rita Johal sign up for TV show about real life of WAGSJ. You are not gonna like it. Klopp bodies Mike Dean and says Doku could have killed Mac Allister. Klopp blows his top. Klopp confronts ref as 98th minute season defining VAR calls saves City. Best free bet sign up offers for UK bookmakers. That is why, despite grossing the most total points so far, 111, England's current total, divided by 8, is 13. $875 PTS, with Italy on top with 15.571 and Germany second on 14.5. City's expected win over the Danish champions would add 0.
$375 PTS to the England tally. Europa League draw revealed as Liverpool face Sparta Prague, Brighton get horror draw and West Ham face familiar foe. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich and Leipzig must come back from first leg defeats by Lazio and Real Madrid respectively this week. Failure to do so would open the door for England, with all 4 teams playing away from home, to overtake the Germans and move into a great position on Thursday, especially given the respective draws.
Liverpool, red-hot favourites for the Europa League, face Czech Sparta Prague, but Brighton's trip to Roma and West Ham's third meeting of the season with Freiburg can directly impact the race of the extra slots. A win over 2 legs for Villa against Ajax would also bolster the Prem position. Serie A has 3 sides still in the Europa League, with Milan and Atalanta alongside Roma, and Fiorentina in the Conference League.
Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen and Dortmund, whose Champions League second leg is next week, are the remaining Bundesliga clubs left. The other candidate who could get back into the mix is Spain, currently 5th on 13.
$187 but with Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Sociedad, who trail PSG 2-0 also in the Champions League and Villarreal in the Europa League. A clean slate of English wins this week would net a total haul of 1.375 points, with a repeat and progression next week. Arsenal start 1-0 down against Porto, adding a further one.
$75 PTS including bonuses. Exits for Leipzig, Bayern and Freiburg. West Ham won both group stage meetings, would leave German hopes of retaking the lead over England hugely damaged. And further down the coefficient table, Rangers will be urging Liverpool, Milan and Swiss side Servette to all oust their Czech opponents, especially if they are ejected by Portuguese giants Benfica.
Read more Sun STORIESALL is, I flew to Disneyland Paris for the day, but was it worth the hassle? Country living Katie Price cuddles up with boyfriend JJ Slater for unusual date night. Scotland are currently 10th in the 5-year country standings, holding on to the last automatic league stage spot for the 2025-26 version of the Champions League. But the Czechs are close behind and can overtake Scotland, meaning the SPL champions would have to go into the preliminary round knockout stage in August 2025.